Hello everyone, welcome back to another Star Wars figure review. Today we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Rebel Heroes Battle Pack. Very cool Battle Pack. I actually really like this one. Obviously I'm going to start with the packaging. It's just kind of easier if we do it this way. You get a nice image of the Millennium Falcon in the background there. Some explosions and some troopers and whatnot. And it's the same image on the back, but with the figures added in. So, not too bad looking. Definitely pretty neat. And obviously you got some more of the battle packs there. And there it is for the packaging. Now let's go ahead and get onto the figures. Go ahead and start with Han Solo. Definitely a pretty neat figure. The only thing I really don't terribly like about him is all of the joints on this guy are all swivel, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's not really anything to complain about. Go ahead and get a close-up on his head there. He does kind of resemble the Power of the Force Han Solo, which I've noticed. Which doesn't look too bad, but the face really doesn't seem to resemble Harrison Ford too much. Sorry. But definitely a pretty cool figure nonetheless. He does come with his blaster pistol, obviously. Why wouldn't he? Which I will go ahead and show you all up close. Not too bad looking, definitely some good detail in there. Doesn't really fit in his hand very well. It will go in his hand, but they molded the hands kind of weird on this figure. And it kind of sucks because his gun didn't come like rubber banded into his hand, so kind of got screwed there, but it's alright. Just got to be real careful. Easy to lose, but it does slide nicely into his holster, so that's a plus. Definitely a good job on the pants, the boots. The jacket's kind of a rubber material. It does look like it can come off, but I'm not going to tamper with it too much because it is kind of a tight fit. And points of articulation on this guy: he has a swivel neck, swivel shoulders. This arm swivels just before the elbow. Swivel waist, swivel hips, and swivel knees. No foot articulation. So, and this leg, also you can see that it's got a swivel joint right above the kneecap. So there is Han Solo. Next up, we'll go ahead and take a look at Chewie, and he has a very cool head sculpt. Definitely proud of this head sculpt. The belt deal around his shoulder looks really good. It is also, it's just kind of molded in. Nothing loose or anything. This is one thing that kind of bugs me, is on the bag here on his leg. It's just kind of poorly molded. The strap ends right there at the end of his leg, and on this side there is no strap. So I don't know what in the world is holding that thing up, but whatever. But no, a really good looking figure. Definitely like this Chewbacca, and they did a good job on his pistol. For whatever reason, his pistol was rubber banded into his hand, not Solo, but oh well. So there's that. Points of articulation for Chewie. I can't really tell what kind of joint his head is on. I mean, it will do a little bit of turning here, not much, but he can look up and down tremendously well. So it makes me want to think that it's possibly a swivel, and that's just but a vertical swivel rather than a horizontal swivel. Um, if you know, please drop a comment down below because I am not entirely sure on the head. Ball jointed or ball hinged, sorry, not jointed. Ball jointed shoulders. This arm swivels just before the elbow, and swivel wrist on either side, and swivel hips. No knee or foot articulation on Chewbacca, but oh, sorry, this arm swivels just before the elbow as well. That's my bad. So you can kind of throw out a what the heck kind of pose there. But anyway, there is Chewie. And last but not least, we'll go ahead and take a look at C-3PO. Very cool looking figure. Good looking head sculpt. I know it's going to be kind of a pain to show because he is so dang shiny. But and then right there in the stomach, they got his knee's kind of loose. They did get the wires there in his stomach very well. Very proud of that. Looks really good. I've noticed that this figure is extremely flimsy though. I mean, I really don't even want to mess with it too much. I mean, granted it is, all my figures are just on display. They're not in the hands of anybody who's playing with them, but nonetheless, it is a very delicate feeling figure. Like, the plastic is a lot cheaper than what everything else is made out of, but it's not too bad. It kind of feels like one of those toys you'd buy at a dollar store. Just the really kind of cheap plastic, but it's not horribly bad. Like I said, I just worry about how frail he is and hope he doesn't break. But go ahead and get one more close-up on 3PO. And now we'll go ahead and go over points of articulation. He's got that same sort of head as Chewie, where he can look up and back really good. But, and it'll also go 360, so he must be on a ball joint right there. Swivel shoulders, no wrist or elbow articulation. He is on a ball jointed torso, no waist articulation, and then his knees are on a really interesting point as well, because it's kind of got a swivel up here, like where it actually meets the groin, but then just below that it's kind of like ball jointed in, so that's pretty neat, and that's how it is on both sides. And then just swivel knees, no foot articulation. So there is C-3PO, and that is the entire battle pack. Go ahead and hold them all up together, kind of get a somewhat of a size comparison. So there is the Rebel Heroes battle pack all together. So Hasbro did a pretty good job on this battle pack. I'm pretty excited about it and definitely look forward to picking up some of the other ones. But anyway, I'm about almost 10 minutes into this video now, so I'm going to stop. As always, everybody take it easy, and may the Force be with you all.